Hello to all friends and fans of the pulp, paper, and bioproducts industries. Welcome to our exciting Spectrum podcast, where today we'll be talking about Brazilian pulp producer Suzano's incredible Cerrado project. I am Mark Rushton and I will be your host. The Suzano-Cerrado mill is situated in Midwestern Brazil, representing the largest single-line eucalyptus mill in the world, producing 2.55 million tons of pulp per year. Andritz was contracted to supply all the islands for the project, including wood processing plant with 5 chipping lines, the world's largest fiber line, the complete pulp drying system, evaporation plant, herb recovery boiler, biomass power boiler, and white liquor plant with Andritz gasification. The mill will also have one of the first SulfoLoop sulfuric acid plants installed, in addition to the latest automation and digital technology. Let's welcome our guest, Joel Starepravo, representing Andritz, and Mauricio Miranda from Suzano. Welcome, gentlemen. Great to have you with us. And could you start by briefly introducing yourselves?
Hello, my name is Joel Starepravo. I'm project director for Cerrado project here in Ribas do Rio Pardo city in the Mato Grosso state in Brazil. My name is Mauricio Miranda. I am the engineering director and especially for the Cerrado project. I worked to the company since 1994, 29 years.
Thanks for your introductions. Joel, could you give us a status of the project so we know where it is at the moment?
We are building an entire mill with our technology. We have all the islands for process. We are about 1 year, less than 1 year for the startup. We are really now in the phase for the reaction, that is the critical phase to get ready for the startup, for the commission and also the startup.
Okay, thanks for that. So let's get straight to the mill. The site is around 5.5 kilometers by 16 kilometers wide and will have an output of some 2.55 million tons of pulp per year. Joel, what challenges are you facing considering the size and location of the plant?
The city here is far or in the middle of the state. We have some challenges that still are ongoing with the project. We have some logistic issues still to run out of that, but we are dealing with that. We have big pieces that are still to come to site. Just to mention, we have the biggest DD washers that we ever built in the fiber lines. This will be the biggest fiber line in single line that we ever built. And these DD washers is demanding a lot of work for us, logistic-wise, because they are big pieces. We are talking here on a piece that is 5.5 meters diameter by 11 meters long. But we are working the recovery plans and working for put things on track and also keep the critical path on safe side. In general, the project is going quite well. We have some challenges in some areas, but this is part of the normal project. It's such a big project. Manpower here in the state or in Brazil is a little demanding some effort from us to bring people here to stay here.
Thank you, Joel. So, Mauricio, over to you. This sounds like a very demanding project. Can you tell us the challenges of having so many people working at this site? And why was this particular site chosen in the first place?
When you discuss the viability, of course you consider especially in Mato Grosso do Sul, it's very easy to see the forests and the land. You really have the landscape. It's Cerrado. Cerrado, it's the name of use to the landscape. But you have the land available, and it really was a great opportunity to our plantation. Yeah, then the eucalyptus is very good production here. Yeah, And of course, we have our bigger operation today. It's in Três Lagoas. If you consider two lines and production lines there, and there are kind of the synergy, especially to share and the part of the land there to use it to delivery wood to Ribas do Rio Pardo. Then it's of course it was part of the decision, and the other part here you have the Rio Pardo River. That is our conditions to receive water. And to us, the logistic, especially outbound, is not a big challenge because it's the similar that you use today in Três Lagoas. You really thinking about the competitive planted by Suzano, especially if you really put this mill inside the forest. You are talking about the average radius for the forest is 65 kilometers only. That is probably a result is in our best cash cost if you consider other mills, Suzano mills. That it's really the way to generation the new values, not only to Suzano, but it's possible to share this value with other stakeholders.
Great. So, obviously, being close to raw materials reduces transportation costs and emissions. Also, when it comes to the technology installed at the mill, Andritz supplies the latest in solution for efficiency and circularity and for environmental protection. Joel, can you tell us a little bit more about these technologies being installed?
Andritz is applying a lot of technologies for our cycle to zero developments. We're going to start here also a SulfoLoop plant that's some people know as WSCA. And here also we'll start a little later than after startup. We have gasifications. We have our herbal recovery boiler. This mill will be the state of art in environmental care, and Andritz is very confident that this will be the next reference for us in environmental and production and also the availability of the mill.
Excellent. So, does the Suzano-Cerrado mill supply the local grid with electricity as well? Mauricio.
You use the best technology available here. Environment, you're looking for the eco-efficiency, especially in power. You have the surplus, the green energy, more than 180 megawatts in surplus energy. It's a very good technology. Use the gasification, especially it's a way to fossil-free fuel. That it's a great target. Yeah.
Joel, would you like to add something at this point?
Yeah, we say that this size of projects, they start to be not only a pulp mill. They start to be integrated mill with power generation, with all the biorefinery, with all these residual collections. With the SulfoLoop, we have cycle to zero. That's the idea. Is really to make a close process that you can take all that. The makeup for that should be just the raw material, and that's it. Water clause is very strict. Emissions here, we have very strict emission standards. Well, every day, these mills, okay, the size is huge, but the environmental demands are very strict now. Very, very strict.
Excellent, great. So, how is the cooperation working between Suzano and Andritz?
Since the persons that are dealing with this project are the persons that come through from when the Suzano joined Fibra, it's been quite a repeat from the old project. We have the team very working together. We know each other. The partnership is really have very high noted in our project. We have a great team from Suzano. They are very experienced in this kind of projects, and it's been very good to work with them. And I think we have the same spirit to have one team, one goal. That used to be our slogan in Horizonte, but here is also the idea is to be very close to this. Some new enters also they are coming, but the spirit is the same, and the idea is to fight together to reach the victory together.
Great, excellent, João. Mauricio, can you tell us about your experiences of working with Andritz on this immense project?
Andritz really has a global partnership, and really has approved technology in pulp and paper and recovery parts. When you discussing during the basic engineering, of course, with Andritz and the other companies, we discuss really the best solution. Always look for the technical and the commercial synergy. Now that it's the point. You need to reach the best form to conduct. Of course, our experience with the Andritz team was part of the decision. In my opinion, this is it's part for our confident to Andritz team, but there are, in my opinion, the same confident in the Andritz to us, because we need really, but to us important to talk the same language, the same use, the same skills, the same facilities. That it's a challenge, because in the final, if you consider this kind of project, it's not important if you have some safety problems in different companies. All the performance is added and is part of project performance.
Thank you, gentlemen, for sharing your experience of this project with us. So, the Suzano-Cerrado project is clearly an amazing one for the pulp industry worldwide. When started up next year, it will be the largest single-line eucalyptus pulp mill in the world. Due to its sheer size and location, it is facing some logistical challenges, but will achieve high efficiency due to the location close to its plantations. Andritz has supplied the latest in technology for all process islands, with a special focus on sustainability, illustrated by the installation of a SulfoLoop sulfuric acid plant and gasification of the lime kilns. The two companies clearly cooperate on a very high level of effectiveness and efficiency. For more information, please visit our website. The link can be found in the show notes of this episode. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thanks to all of our listeners for tuning in, and goodbye.